Hey, I'm Faye. Welcome back to my channel. This is Figure It Out with Faye, where I'm just trying to figure out life, and right now I'm focusing on my finances. And today's bi-weekly budget is going to be for 10/18. And we have paycheck and mileage. And then my paycheck was $2,265, which is a little lower than usual because I do pick up extra hours. And then when I looked at my pay stub, none of my extra hours were in this paycheck. So I got to reach out to payroll and see what happened there. So hopefully they all just got backed up and I'll see twice as many in the next check. But I'll have to double check with them. And I got $23 in mileage, which brings us to $2,288. For our envelopes, grocery always gets 200, gas always gets 80, and spending I always give myself 20 for a total of 300. Car insurance always gets 50, phone always gets 50, Easy Pass is getting 3, and P.O. Box always gets 8, so that brings us to 111. Canva and Cricut always get 5. Apple Cloud and Weight Watchers don't need any this month or this paycheck. Simple Transfer always gets $1 until it's fully funded. And Barnes & Nobles will get 5 until it's fully funded. This week, because we are on the lower side of things, there's no buffer. I believe there's already, I think, $60 in the buffer account, which is the amount that's always left over in the bank account after I pay all of my expenses. Sorry, coffee break. That brings us to $16. We had, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but I like to do like the ones where the most changes happen at the last. $51 is going into the savings challenges from last week. And then I'm going to put money up here. Christmas is getting a little bit more. We're going to do 60 because I usually put 40 into car expenses. And I almost always put $200 into here. Gifts is getting nothing. But $20 from what we usually put into car expenses is going into Christmas. And actually, my car expenses is technically covered. Like, it's fully funded. I have more than $500 in there. And I just got an oil change yesterday, and it was free because it was my first oil change. So I was going to put extra in here. So I'm not going to put any in car expenses, actually. And I'm going to put an extra $20 onto debt. So this is going to be $180. I lied. We're going to keep the 20. And I'm going to put that extra 20 into travel and vacation, because it's about to come out of that envelope to pay something off anyways. Yeah, we'll do that. Month ahead is getting 40. Miscellaneous spending gets 20, and self-care gets 20. So that does bring us to the $200. And the fun part is figuring out the bills. Barclays and Chase don't get anything because those were paid off. Affirm isn't due for anything right now. M&T Credit was paid with the last check. So we're Discover and Amex. So Upstart gets 303. And then once I'm a full month ahead, what I'll do is I'll split all of these payments into halves. Well, the Earnest and the 5-star are already in half. So Earnest gets 267 and 5-star gets 300, which I'm already half a payment ahead for my car loan. So then that just leaves what we need to figure out to put onto Apple. So where's my calculator? So whatever is left in the budget goes on to Apple, which is almost fully paid off. So I think I'm going to figure out where I can pull money from to just fully pay that off this week. And when I say fully pay it off, I know there is a recurring payment that's on it, so those will continue to come off of it, but at least I'll have money set aside for those, but all the extra debt that's will be off of it. Okay, so we had 2288 minus 300 minus 200 minus the 51, which let me just put that in the total, minus 111 minus 16 minus 303 minus 300 minus 267 brings us to 740. So we're not leaving any buffer this time, so that full 740 is going on to the Apple Card. And I believe I have about $1,000 left on that Apple Card that needs to be paid off. And because I'm so close to having it paid off, I'm going to see where I can pull other funds from to get that paid off. So 740 plus 3 plus 300 plus 267 equals 1610. So our income totals were 2,288, and our spending totals are plus the 51 plus 200 plus 300 equals 2,288, which brings us to 0 because we are always spending the same amount that we're making. And then we'll find out how much is needed for our cash stuffing. So where is my marker? So grocery, gas, and spending, I'm not going to pull out in cash. I'm going to put those on a card because I do have leftover cash from last week for grocery. So all of this is going to go onto the Apple Card as an extra payment. So I have $1,000 left after I pay that $740 on the card. So that'll be an extra $300. But Christmas, travel, month ahead, miscellaneous spending, and self-care all get pulled out in cash. So does the savings challenges. Car insurance and phone always gets put into a bank account. So we're going to pull out Easy Pass and P.O. Box. And then Canva, Cricut, Simple Transfer, and my Barnes & Noble membership all get pulled out in cash. So I believe that's all we're pulling out in cash. So let me add this up. So that's that full 200 plus 51 plus 8 plus 3 plus 16 equals 278. So that is what we're going to need for our cash stuffing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cash stuffing because that's the cash that we need to complete our savings challenges. And then after I do the cash stuffing, I'll see how much of a balance is in all of my envelopes, and then we'll see how much I can pull to try to get this Apple Card paid in full this week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, let's put, because it's fall and I know we've already done some leaves, but let's put more leaves in the comments down below, because the leaves have actually started falling where I am, and you know, everything's changing all the colors and it's beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you like this content, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.